So that moves us to Dalton's Hot Corner. What do you have for us?
Yeah, I've got one spot I want to take a look at tomorrow. Whenever you see a team playing a doubleheader without a day off to follow it, a lot of times that's a team that you want to pump the brakes on a little bit. The Braves are not a team that I like to bet against often, but they played a doubleheader today, and tomorrow and then after this game tonight they travel to Chicago, and they play the Cubs tomorrow at Wrigley tomorrow night, and they're facing one of the best pitchers in the National League that nobody's paying any attention to, in Javier Assad. Braves right now are favored in that game. They're minus 135, minus 130, depending on what book you look at. I think that's a little bit too much. You can get the Cubs right now as much as plus 114 at FanDuel. Javier Assad has been ridiculous for them. He's been incredible. And the difference with these bullpens, the Braves having to cover 2 games today. Now, granted, Sale saved them a bit in the second one, but Braves having to cover 2 ball games today, Cubs having a day off today, that makes a massive difference for the 2 bullpens. So to me, the fact that the Cubs are underdogs here, I kind of think in this spot the wrong team's favored. So I respect Charlie Morton. I respect what he's doing at his age, but let me give you some numbers on Assad. 4-0 with a 1.49 this season. You look at what he's done in his last several starts. In the month of May, he's got a 0.55 ERA, 15 strikeouts over 15 strikeouts with 6 walks. Last start was 7 strikeouts, 1 walk against Atlanta, where he went 6 shutout innings. Oof. Charlie Morton just gave up 3 runs to the Cubs. So, but if you look at Assad, this is how many earned runs he's allowed his last 6 starts: 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. I mean, he's right there, in my opinion, with Luis Gil on the kind of breakout pitchers of the season so far. And it's funny, I was listening to another podcast, the Cespedes Barbecue one. They were touching on the fact that Mark Leiter Jr. said way back in the early part of the season that Javier Assad was one of the best pitchers in the big leagues, and everybody was kind of laughing at him. Not really laughing at him anymore.
No.
This guy's really good. And so I think it's just a good spot tomorrow to fade the Braves and get plus money against them.
Yeah, no, I think that's a fairly solid point that you make. Listen, the Braves are going to be tired regardless. You get a travel night tonight after a doubleheader. You don't get a day off. That's really not a great spot to be in. Just for the viewing audience that didn't catch it before, you're betting the Astros again to win the division. So where was that number at before when you mentioned it?
Yeah, I mean, I got them at FanDuel at plus 175 earlier today to win the division. I just think that they should be the favorite to do it. Yeah. I mean, if you were to ask me what I would actually make the odds right now, I'd probably make them plus 110. So I think there's solid value on them to win that division, and I think you have to bet it now because by the end of this week, assuming they do what they're supposed to against the Angels and A's, that opportunity is not going to look the way it does right now. So I like that number a lot. Let me see if I can get an updated look at what that is now. AL West, Astros plus 175 right now on FanDuel. I also like NL East. The Braves are minus 150 at the moment. I think the Phillies have another good week or 2 left in them.
Yeah.
And we can see this number maybe dip a little bit. But if you bet the Braves at minus 150, I wouldn't blame you. I'll say that because I think that this is a team that before the season was minus 350. So those are two things that I'm betting the Astros today. I'm monitoring the Braves because I think they're worth taking a stab at as well in that division.
Yeah. So there we go. That's Dalton's Hot Corner. A couple of surefire ones, I think. Those are fairly safe bets. Dalton today.
No such thing as a safe bet, Mike, but we like them.
That's probably the healthy way to look at it.